Starting a business is exciting, but let's be honest, it's also expensive. From equipment to office space, from salaries to marketing, costs pile up quickly. For many entrepreneurs, the biggest challenge isn't just launching their idea, it's figuring out how to survive financially in the first months or years. The good news? With the right mindset and strategies, you can fine-tune your startup finances and make every peso or dollar count. Today, we'll talk about the financial hurdles you'll face, practical ways to cut down expenses, and why managing your time and resources is just as important as managing money. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain the financial challenges a startup faces, describe strategies for mitigating expenses in a startup, identify the importance of managing time and resources effectively. 1. The financial hurdles for startups. Launching a business comes with a long list of costs, sometimes in the thousands, sometimes in the millions. You might need equipment like computers, tools, or machinery, real estate for offices, shops, or storage, employee salaries and benefits, marketing and advertising to reach customers, licenses, permits, and taxes just to stay legal. For many entrepreneurs, the burden comes before steady revenue even starts. That's why financial discipline is critical in the early stages. 2. Strategies for mitigating expenses. Here are proven ways to reduce costs without sacrificing quality. Buy used equipment. Last year's laptop or second-hand machinery can do the job for much less. Lease instead of buy. Spread costs out and avoid huge upfront payments. Cut overhead. Go remote, downsize your office, or share space with other businesses. Hire only essentials. Focus on roles you can't operate without. Use generalists or freelancers instead of building a full team right away. Minimize office costs. Co-working spaces, negotiating rent, or working from home can save thousands. Manage equipment wisely. Start small, lease if possible, and barter with other entrepreneurs. Optimize salaries, hire talent with potential, not just experience, and rely on contractors when needed. Go lean with marketing. Leverage free and organic strategies like social media, SEO, email newsletters, and referrals. Cut waste. Audit your spending regularly. Eliminate subscriptions, services, or processes that don't add value. In short, spend smart, not big. 3. Financial management and resource allocation. Even with cost-saving strategies, managing finances is still a balancing act. Here's what can help. Floating line of credit provides flexible access to funds when you need a quick cash boost. Insurance, it may feel like an extra cost, but it protects you from devastating losses. Partnerships and bartering. Exchange goods or services with other businesses instead of paying cash. Minimalistic mindset. Ask, do I really need this now? If not, wait until the business is stable. Remember, money is not your only resource. Time and energy are just as important. If you waste hours on non-essential tasks or spread yourself too thin, that's a financial loss too. Smart entrepreneurs know how to balance people, time, and cash. Take Socorro Ramos, founder of National Bookstore. She started with a small stall in Escolta, Manila. After a fire and even the destruction of World War II, she rebuilt the business from scratch. She kept expenses low, worked long hours herself, and slowly grew the company. Today, National Bookstore is the largest bookstore chain in the Philippines. Her story shows that financial discipline, resourcefulness, and resilience are the keys to surviving the toughest startup challenges. If you were starting a business today, which expense would be the hardest for you to manage? Salaries or marketing? What's one creative way you could reduce costs without hurting the quality of your product or service? How well do you manage your time and resources right now? What could you improve before running a startup? The earliest stages of a startup are a financial test. Costs are high, income is low, and mistakes are costly. But by cutting unnecessary expenses, managing resources wisely, and staying financially disciplined, you can survive and even thrive. Remember, it's not about how much money you start with, but how wisely you use it. So, when you think about your future business, ask yourself, am I ready to fine-tune my finances to give my startup the best chance of success? That's the art of startup finance.